Hello, welcome back. Last time I made a little dent in the middle of the forge, and I feel like this game has brought its teeth out again a little bit. Like, first two levels maybe were tutorial. It's like I'm at the midpoint between the first time I tried to do Flavesco Forest and the second time I tried to do Flavesco Forest. So I'm having to be careful, having to consider things very thoroughly. I don't remember where I was or what my current goals were. Well, I think I just finished a chain of things. Health is at that. Stats are as they are. I was spending Greckles on a bunch of stuff, so I can buy 1800 health whenever I wish to spend 60. Or a yellow key, of which I have none. Okay, so my key stock, that's gonna need to be refilled before much else. I remember I just did a fancy shuffle, right, so a recent thing that happened was I crossed a red guard attack threshold. So those are about as cheap as they're gonna get for the rest of the level. Okay, so stat inventory. Kinda wish there were another way I could manage this map, but it's good enough as it is. It's fine. Many keys are available. Potions are available. This is a stat. There is a 3 attack gem in 4S2E. There's a 30 in 5S2E. I need a blue key first and a green. Okay. Blue key and green key, but before that I can get this. Can I get from the north? No. There is a green key in this room. This room looks nesty. I would obviously take the Redguard fight brained before I would step in those fire traps. Oh, but look at this. There's a crack here. I can avoid both. Can I bring the mirror with me while doing that? Yes. Okay, so by spending one yellow key to save... How much are you hitting me for in an individual hit? 410! Okay, so that's a 2 hit, 820 there. Yeah, so to save like 1230, because I'd be taking the sword hit, of course. A yellow key to save 1230 is most definitely worth it. So I will use this here, break that, bring the mirror across because I can do that, shove it on the other side of the hot tile, use this trapdoor path, stub the brain, make everything easier, put the mirror on this, which presumably disables all of these, maybe? Get the gem, then be able to leave via either Greyman and Redguard or Soulless Fight. So I will be fighting one of those. Does either threshold cross? No. No more thresholds other than Rattlesnake will be crossed before Rattlesnake. And even after, would 30 help me here? No. 33 would with Soulless. Okay, so if I can save any Soulless for after this gem and that gem, I should do it. Alright, so Soulless is a high priority target to not fight. Funny way to put that, I know, but that's how I put it. I can fight this brain now, and cheapen that red guard. How soon am I going over here? As soon as I desire 3 attack. Which I don't at all until the boss, so I am in no hurry to get over there whatsoever, right? Because nothing is helped by 3 attack at the moment. Yeah, I remember looking at basically all the monsters I'll be fighting. Nothing is helped by 3 attack at the moment. I need this key. Is that the only blue key available? Yes, okay, so I should be working toward that. And my stat check did not find any defense or other attack available. So no more stats are here. Did I make a save in the room I was just in? Yes. So this is what to reload in case something goes wrong right now. There's a brain here. Do I fight a brained goblin on the way? Probably. That's not too terrible. There's health I can get without spending health, so don't worry about getting low at the moment. And nothing that I can do would particularly help with this. Okay. Just gotta do it. And this is health that I can take for, well, I certainly shouldn't take it. Nah. I don't know about a lot of these fights. Ah, I will cross Evil Eye thresholds, so that's another high priority target to avoid. Rock Golem will be free after the Rattlesnake, so if I can wait on it, get this key very late. Okay, so wait on Evil Eye, Rock Golem, and just those of the monsters that are in this room, and Soulless. Scroll. Week 3 forging schedule, Oramite shields, blue keys, really big swords, pickaxes. Okay, so they're in the middle of forging blue keys. I can interrupt and steal one. If I wait long enough in this room, a really big sword will come through. And then eventually a pickaxe. That's interesting. So, second sky weaponry here in an RPG context.
Seems I came at just the wrong time. Oh well, I could still use one of these.
Well, you came at just the right time. You wouldn't be getting out of here if not for it being blue key forging day. So I need a yellow before I can go in here. Got it. So killing that goblin didn't immediately help me. Okay, so yellow key inventory now. 3 here for 60 Greckles. Sounds good, but then I remove my ability to buy health for a time. However, that's probably the most economical key cache at the moment. Here's a green key for some health. Here's a green key for a Greyman. I missed a Greyman fight. For whom I'd want to fight a Soulless. So I'd like to save this for later. I don't know if I can, though. Rock Golem will become free, but I think I can wait, maybe. Maybe? It's hard to say. I just have to wait until I fight the Rattlesnake tail once. And yeah, a whole lot of these yellow keys are guarded by Soulless, which is probably very intentional. So keen observers can note that those will become cheaper after the boss. So, with keys in hand, I can go in here. Wait, hang on. So I'm going in here in order to, yeah, minus 1,000. We're not going in there like this. That's for sure. So this will turn off that layer. This will turn off that layer. I want to hit both of them. That will cost me altogether. That's 205, 305, 405, 505, 605, 705, 805, 905, 1005, 1105, 1205, 1505, 1655. Alright, so I need 1656 health to proceed here. I just spent my Greckles on some things. As long as there's health that's cheaper than... Okay, so where am I sourcing my health? I could get this right now. How does that do for my yellow key budget? In the room I'm in, these are yellow key trades for health, which are much less optimal than others that are available, I think. This is a very cheap green key, which will not get any cheaper ever on this level. So take that whenever you feel like having a green key. Alright, so that's my source of green key for this store. Don't need a yellow to get in here. I do want that before the snake, so I do have a yellow spoken for. So that means if I spent 2 yellows on a potion and 1 on the door in front of me, I would eventually come up 1 short for getting the extra attack for the rattlesnake, which would save me 90 per hit. But I think I'm fighting this several times. However, maybe it's better not to even bother and get this first? No, the 30 wouldn't help me with anything in this room, so no, it would not. Rock golems are hitting surprisingly hard. Oh yeah, there is a brain in here. That's why. These are the potions I want, but I don't have the money for them. What am I looking at here? Aha. a way to open a shortcut of sorts. Is that here? That's here. I just kind of missed this whole tunnel network. Alright, so convenient transport achieved. What was the story? This is an evil eye. Plus 20 to make it free. Soulless with yellow key. I want to avoid going this way until after the rattlesnake. Same for this one. Okay, so what yellow keys are not made cheaper by the rattlesnake? So far, all of them that I've laid eyes on up here. Well, not by the rattlesnake itself, but by what it's guarding. That one is... Looks like none of them. They all are made cheaper by post-rattlesnake. So if that's the calculation, then which one is currently the cheapest? Like, what do I stand to gain the least from waiting for? I'm thinking the one up there that I was just looking at. Yeah, so 75 health for 3 yellow keys? Yes, that's obvious. Okay. 75 health for 3 yellow keys. That is 75 health that could be saved if I could manage to wait. But it doesn't look like there's a good way to do that, so I'll take it now. And because I am sorted, I can do this. Great. So with those keys, what am I doing exactly? Multiple things. One is this room, another is getting health for this room. That's a little bit of an issue, isn't it? Because I have to start taking some of these not great looking trades. Wait, isn't there an 1800 for 2 yellow keys somewhere in here? Where was that? It also costs a Grey Man fight is what I would choose to get in, and exposes this soulless, and Grey Men don't improve. Yes, this is what I want now. Okay. I guess technically the tunnel route would have been faster. I'm gonna step here. Yes, okay. All of this makes sense to me. So now I have the health to fuel this activity. I should be able to just do all of it. Don't waste time turning the sword. Get it ready first. Alright, down to 306. That cost just about...
The key is hot, hot, hot.
Juggle it between hands if you have to. Alright. Yeah, so that spent just about as much health as I just bought to do it. I need to go through you, don't I? Yes, so it's time to mess with this brain. Which toggles that fire trap, which is alright, because it's just a Grey Man guarding the way out. Acceptable. I still can't fight that guard, so I'm gonna have to spend one of these yellow keys on a not as appealing potion cache. This is the best one, but it's all the way in here. So are all yellow key for potion trades that I can currently get to, that is not one, for 750? Wait, I have enough Greckles for this now. Okay, so I probably am buying that now. Is there anything else I'm doing with Greckles right now? This eventually, but not yet. You give me 20 per attack, all I have to do is sweep up 3 more and I'll have that, so that's not a worry. Other Greckle gates I may want to open. I'm like 90% convinced that's what I want to do right now, but it's worth rechecking, just to be sure. That one I'll never be opening. I think that is the clear choice. Alright, so when I look at them for a little while, choices do become clear. I appreciate that. I autosaved again. Alright. So now I'm ready to fight you. And I don't have the green key yet. The one that I want was guarded by a Grey Man somewhere in the north. Not you. No, it was in the southwest. Here? No. Here? No. Yes. No. Also, this is pretty cheap health, but... no, it won't get cheaper at the end of this level. Well, I want both anyway, so this would be my next health pickup if I want some. Where's that gray man guarding a green key? There was one. Where the heck was it? Not you. Not you. Well, yes, but you're not the one I'm thinking of. Isn't there another? Maybe I'm imagining it? I thought there was another. Goblins I can't kill. Really, I'm just making this up. It's the misty one? Here, there you are, in 5S1E. So that's east of here. Right, which I can go around. I don't have to fight that hefty guard. Alright, so I'm actually ready to touch the rattlesnake, almost. So... Here, I'm just gonna quick save this. I think it'll be obvious whether I'm doing the right thing. So if I do this...
Giant snakes can be fought from the head or the tail. The head is their weak spot, and it will kill them outright. Fighting them from the tail will cause them to shrink.
So I want to see how much you reduce... Right, I'll get lots of Greckles by doing it this way. How much do you reduce when I buy this? 720... And then you'd go down to... 630. So 630, how much do I want to squeeze that for Greckles? It's 20 each. Probably a lot. Okay, so that's a major decision point. Actually, yeah. I am gonna do a save. Yeah, so just taking the head fight would get me so much less money. I think the profit is worth the health cost. If I were to compare it to this was 1800 for 60 Greckles, or 600 for 30 Greckles. No, sorry. 600 for 20 Greckles. And I'm spending more than that. That'd be 630. So do I take it? Okay, so compared to equilibrium, if we use that as the exchange rate for this moment, which might not be the accurate way to think of it, but that's a way to think of it. It would be as though I'm taking 30 damage per segment in order to have some Greckle fluidity. I don't actually have to kill this thing, I can just fight it once from the tail and, like, leave it here. Yeah, so no matter what, since this does not have to die, right? Does anything happen if I kill it? Not a thing. There is absolutely no reason to stab this snake in the head. So, it's a thing I can hit as many times as I wish to get... Okay, yeah, so this is how much do I want to push my luck with chopping this up and turning it into money. But yeah, there's absolutely no reason to ever stab the head. Unless you really hate this music and want to stop it and then hang out in this room for a while. So, if I would get that first... I am getting it before levels end, and nothing down here helps with it, so the only sensible time to do it is now. This was how I planned to do it. Up here was... potion and key stuff. I didn't actually check what that pressure plate does. Turns out I will have to do the soulless fight, which would be helped by fighting the rattlesnake first. By 65, which is less than the 90 that I saved from this gem. Yes. Now, hold on. The brain? Did I fight anybody on the way in here? I wish I could see the initial state of the room. 35, that will not be happening. So no, the health calculation just works out entirely better this way. Okay, so that's all the outside stats.
Giant snakes.
Giant snakes. I mean, regardless of what else happens, I certainly want to do this, and that save is irrelevant because I determined there is no reason ever to fight you from the head. Even if I were to leave right now exactly as it is, I can just leave you as this. This is equivalent. Right? It doesn't, like, give me more money from the head. No, it's the same. So this is just a matter of how much I want to push my luck. And I have just an amount of health such that I can't fight you again. And, have it be good. Okay, so I'm more or less in cleanup mode now. That rock golem looks like the perfect target. Because it's free and gets me 1800 health, which is great. Didn't even have to unbrain. In fact, I'm definitely not opening this door. That would be a waste of a key. Okay, so I think I'm in full cleanup mode at the moment, right? And I don't really have any particular priorities, so I can just take things in any order. Okay, cool. This will hit me... Now hold on, that is a hit for 240. If I would open this... Okay, let's just see what it would be like if I didn't. So no open means I end with 1816. 3 Greckles fewer. 1 key more. 1816, 3 Greckles fewer, 1 key more. This turns it into 2226. Based on the exchange rate of what I can get health-wise for yellow keys, saving 400 is not worth it because I can get 750. So, I think the choice is clear. I never open that door. Unless I really need those 3 Greckles, but I don't think I do. Okay. Cool. I'll probably fight this Grey Man eventually, since he's relatively cheap for the amount of Greckles I get. Why wait when I can do it now? Because I'm not 100% sure? Can I be? Let's see. So, again, going by the level's current exchange rate. Not that I can take that exchange anymore, it's already done. But based on this exchange rate of 1800 health for 60 Greckles, that'd be 900 health for 30 Greckles, 90 health for 3 Greckles. Therefore, this is a better value. You would have to deal me 90 damage to reach equilibrium, and you deal less. Using that calculation, I will decide I'm killing you. Let's take this. The soulless won't ever get any cheaper. By the calculation I just did... Is this the same? Okay, how was that? 90... Wait, that was how many Greckles? For the Grey Man? Wasn't it 7? I was calculating as though it was 10. If it was 7... I think this still works out. Because, like, 7 is more of 10, 7 is a larger fraction of 10, than 6 is of 9. And changing my operands to 6 and 9 makes it easier to calculate with the multiples of 3 I was using there. So 6 Greckles for 60 damage. So is it 10 health per Greckle then? No. 60 for 1800. That's 30 health per Greckle, isn't it? Alright, 1800 divided by 60. Easy ways to do that. Both of those are multiples of 3, so divide by 3. Turning it into 600 health for 20 Greckles. Wait, is this the right number? Yes. 600 for 20, both of those are multiples by 10, so chop off the 0, so 60 health for... chop off 1 0. 60 health for 2 Greckles. Yeah, 30 health per Greckle. 30 health per Greckle. That doesn't sound right. But let's imagine it is. Anyway, I want to fight this guy. Another way to calculate this would just be to say... well, to not calculate, to avoid calculating it, would be to say... less than triple-digit amount of damage. Just do it. Don't think too hard about it. I will take a hit from you for 160. If I didn't, I would skip out on a lot of Greckles. Oops. Enough that makes it worth it. Now you... still not getting +2 here, that's not available. Okay, so 3 Greckles for 60 by that exchange rate that I'm apparently using. That's worth it. This one, a little less clear. Again, triple digit amount of damage taken. I probably want it. And yeah, just like keys, the question is, can I cash these in? So far the answer has been resoundingly yes. But that could change at any moment. What treasure is here? Potions for keys. Okay, probably taking those later. I'm not ready to commit to them yet. This is Sword Tutorial Zone, there's nothing to be gained here, but here there is a green key. And a 2 green key trade for 3,000. Am I taking that? Is this economical? 10 Greckles for the Redguard fight. Then I only have to take 100 damage getting the mirror in place. Because I only have to step here, nowhere else. 400 damage for a green key? Absolutely. Of course that's economical. Sometimes it's just a matter of figuring out how to phrase the question being asked. So 390 for that, compared to... oh, rude! Except I have a mirror. Except the fire trap... oh, eliminates the mist, so that's actually even better. Yes, so therefore, I definitely do this now. Alright, so fire traps, blow away puff. So neither of us are misted when doing this. Now, I'm not coming back up here ever, right? I guess dull blue means there are doors to open if you really want to. But nothing else to do. Okay. That all looked good. Wait, he was misted, because that little piece was... okay, yeah, so this was the best possible outcome for misting as far as everything went there. Going this way does me no good. There's treasure in this room? Yes, those potions. There's a Redguard to fight in the north, if I decide I want to do that. Alright, so... things that are not key for potion trades. I'm not ready to commit to any of those yet. That's not a key for potion trade, that's a fight for key trade. Your key for potion trade. Those are fights I cannot ever do. That's a fight I can do if I decide to. Key for potion. Fight I will never do. I'm just gonna unmark that to make sure I don't have to keep looking at it. So the Redguard, yeah, so there's a decision of whether the Redguard fights are worth it. One more time, I've done this arithmetic for the health amount several times. It involves some divisions with large numbers, so it's easy to get it wrong in my head. One more time. Let's do this methodically. These cost 60 Greckles. No, sorry, these cost 30 Greckles each. There are 2 of them. 60 Greckles, there were 3 potions of 600. So let's reduce that to 20 Greckles for 600. Again, chop off trailing 0. 2 Greckles for 60. Yes, 1 Greckle is worth 30 health according to this exchange rate right here, which is the reference I am currently using to evaluate whether these fights are worth it. So for a red guard who deals me 300 damage to be worth it, he has to give me 10 Greckles, which he does, so this is an even exchange rate. So then, the question is, do I want to prioritize health or Greckles? Both are items that I can use to, well, resources I can use for greater flexibility. So yeah, that's an even trade, because you do give me 10 Greckles. Is this an even trade? This is much better than even, isn't it? No, this is slightly worse than even, actually. Yeah, that's right, I looked at this already. Slightly worse than even. So if I'm fighting this rattlesnake, I should first... Okay, before I ever stab any more rattlesnake tail, I should kill all red guards. Or I should do neither. Oh, I didn't notice this. 1 green for 1800, that is a better exchange rate than this 3000 here. I do have enough green keys for both. It's not better by a huge amount. If I were to take a green key as worth 2 yellow keys, then this, at 1500 per green key, equals 750 per yellow key. But this one, okay, so take this before that. But since I'm in cleanup mode, it is the time to decide both at once. I'm gonna say at the very least I'll take the better than even one. And this is also a better than even yellow trade. So it's from here that things get a little bit less clear. I might want to make a split point here and check on the next level the relative values of keys, Greckles, and health. Because there are a lot of trades that I can do in between all of those things. There is nothing else, right? Not fighting those goblins ever. Not opening those doors ever. That's not even a door I can open. Can't do anything with this dagger anymore. So yes, I may consider this room. I may consider this room. I may even consider that one. That's even trade, I say. I will never open that door. I may consider this. So maximizing my health. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of these yellow for that many potion trades. So I'd go down by 4 yellow keys and up by 3000 health. So I'd go out of this with 3 yellow keys, 9000 health, over 9000. 9616, plus whatever else I would get. Okay, but yeah, so I think I've made all the trades that are above the base exchange rate as established by the level layout. So I'm probably going to make a save here. Again, by the exchange rate that I've inferred, it would be valid to leave the level right now without ever touching anything else. Because I've gotten everything that is a clear profit compared to the baseline. However, I may want more stuff. So, I'm gonna leave that choice for later, and I may come back to this save file. What I'll do at the start of next time is do a scouting run into the next level, get a general idea of what it wants, then perhaps come back here and trade my resources among each other for an equal exchange rate. So yeah, I have fluidity here for Greckles, health, keys, both green and yellow. Okay, Cool, so I'll see you next time to preview the next level and decide if I want to make any trades here.